about 680 miles southeast of New Orleans, and notice the very heavy rain just to the eastern side of the eye. That's going to produce probably some hurricane force winds. So far for winds, we've had gusts to the 60s at Boca, in the 50s in Pompano Beach area, and around 40 at West Palm in Miami as well. Moving to the west at 6, max sustained winds making it a minimal hurricane right now. And take a look at the track, taking it into the Gulf of Mexico early Saturday, in time recurving it to the north, and maybe actually taking it toward Apalachicola late Sunday as a Category 2 storm. But as I said all day yesterday, I wouldn't be surprised if this track jogs a little further west. I don't think it's going to come here, but the western panhandle of Florida is at risk, and we'll talk about why. We'll have your weekend impacts from Katrina when I come back in just a bit.
We'll see you then, Dan. And when you log on to WDSU.com, you'll be able to watch live Weather Plus. We have the Weather Plus radar network, the most updated storm track, and the very latest.
All right, can we get enough heat? Here's Weather Plus meteorologist Dan Thomas.
If you don't get the rain, you're going to get the heat, and we're going to get a lot more of it come this weekend, all thanks to Katrina. Look at live Weather Plus radar this evening. Most of us dry. We've got some rain showers and thunderstorms off toward our northeast. Let's take another look at those as the wider view is taken across the Gulf South. You can see it on the weather graphics computer, and you can see there's more storms starting to settle off toward the west-southwest. Right there it is, and you can see these may impact the North Shore coastal Mississippi as we go through the evening, but most of us on the South Shore should have a dry time this evening. A live look outside through our Weather Plus camera, and we've got mostly sunny conditions. Again, very hot temperatures still in the 90s, 93 at Audubon, 91 in Kenner, 90 in Slidell, and 92 at Lakefront. No records today, 50% for the humidity, the pressure's falling, and winds are light and variable at 7. Now here's a look at Katrina from our weather radar network, a close zoomed in view of the eye. You can see we've got some rain bands starting to circle around Fort Lauderdale toward Miami. Winds not very impressive right now. The sustained winds about 20 miles an hour. As soon as some of these rain bands, the very heavy ones offshore, move onshore, again, then I think we'll have some wind gusts to hurricane force. You can see as Katrina chugs to the west, it's all being driven by high pressures. We change sources again, back to the weather graphics. This high pressure area is actually causing the storm to move westbound, and I think it's going to stay put for a couple of days. So she may make it pretty far west into the Gulf of Mexico before turning sharply toward the north, and that's why I think the western Florida panhandle is also at risk from this thing. I don't think it's going to come our way. It would have to really go deep into the Gulf of Mexico, so that's not a likelihood, but perhaps a little further west in the official track toward Apalachicola right now, so we'll see how that changes in time. In the morning in Florida, still very stormy with Katrina around. In our area, a lot like this morning, 78 in Luling, 80 in Chalmette, a nice drive overall, 80 at Port Sulphur, and in the afternoon climbing well into the 90s again. In the metro area, some storms, 94 St. Rose, 93 toward Mid-City, south and west of the city, 92 Houma, Raceland, Chauvin, Galliano, much the same. The North Shore, the hottest, check it out, 95 at Folsom and 94 at Summit. And coastal Mississippi, another very hot day with temperatures in the lower 90s. And you think tomorrow's hot? Well, get ready for the weekend. Call the forecast anytime on the Universal Com 1 Weather Check at 207 WDSU. And here's a look at the forecast Friday through the weekend and into early next week. Because Katrina should make a landfall east of here, we'll get some drier and warmer air on her western side. So 96, 97, 98 on Saturday and Sunday. We're going to get close to record territory once again, but a lower rain chance. So we'd rather have the heat, absolutely, than a big old hurricane coming to get us.
Yeah, this is true. All right, Dan, thank you.